Welcome to today's video, where we explore one of the most crucial financial moves you can make in 2024, investing in gold. With insights from Robert Kiyosaki, a leading financial expert, we'll dive into why gold continues to be the safest and most reliable investment for protecting your wealth. We'll also cover how central banks are quietly hoarding gold and how you can secure your own assets before it's too late.
And so today's subject is, why is gold important? The next one is, why is silver important? So those guys, those silver stacker guys out there, oh, I'm saving silver, I'm saving silver. I'm going, give me a break. So you young guys out there, pay attention, especially silver stackers. You know, I'm glad you're stacking silver, but there's more to life than stacking a few silver. So our guests today are Dana Samuelson, Jim Clark, Andy Scheckman, Charles Goyette, and myself. Please look at the other preceding programs. So let's start with Dana. Why is gold important as money?
We'll all say the same thing. Gold has no counterparty risk. It is the most trusted and oldest form of value transfer that man knows, going all the way back to ancient times.
Let me ask this question. Okay. Counterparty means this. If you lend your brother-in-law $100, what's your chance of getting it back? Zero. That's counterparty. So when somebody says counterparty, so when you work for this stuff here, what's your chances of getting its value back? Dana, how much value has this lost in 100 years?
Almost all of its purchasing power, down to a couple of pennies of real purchasing power compared to goods and services 100 years ago.
So do you trust your Uncle Sam? Do you trust our government?
No.
Jim, do you trust our government?
Absolutely not.
Andy?
No.
Charles?
No, of course not. Not on your life.
So is that why gold's important?
In this clip, Kiyosaki explains why gold has stood the test of time. As the most trusted store of value for centuries, gold has been the go-to asset for transferring and preserving wealth, especially in times of uncertainty. With economic fluctuations, inflation, and geopolitical instability on the rise, gold offers an unmatched security blanket. While stocks, real estate, and Roth IRAs are great options, nothing compares to gold's reliability. As Kiyosaki stresses in 2024, this truth holds more weight than ever before.
Why is gold important?
Well, look at the most well-funded and, more importantly, well-informed traders on the planet. We may have lots of nasty things to say about the central bankers, but the central banks of the world, which I would tell you are the most sophisticated and well-informed traders on the planet, over the past 2 years have bought more gold than at any time in the history of central banking. And I think that says a lot. Not only did they reclassify it Tier 1 and go on a great repatriation spree of bringing back gold from the New York Federal Reserve and the Bank of England, where they're typically held for trading purposes, but they're buying it at levels the world has never seen. And so to me, when the people who understand the playbook, who know where things are supposed to be going, go on that big of a buying spree, it's something that should not be overlooked.
That's today, right?
That's today. That's correct. But it's been the same forever. So what goes around comes around, I guess.
I just want to be clear. I'm not talking about 1,000 years ago.
Yep, that's
it's
today.
Still sought today.
Yep.
One of the best things, I forget who said it, one of the famous gold bugs. He says when the Spanish ships went down loaded with gold, back in today, divers still dive for that gold. He says if a ship goes down with dollar bills in it, nobody's going to dive for it.
Believe it.
So, Charles, why is gold so important?
Well, it's important right now, especially for defensive reasons. The people are being fleeced. They're being fleeced. Look, since the housing meltdown, the Federal Reserve printed, made up out of nothing, roughly $8 trillion. This money works its way through the system. It causes prices to rise. It has only begun to work its way through. So you have a really grim outlook for the purchasing power of the dollar in the years to come. You better own gold as a defensive step in this period in which everything is breaking down.
Here's where things get really interesting. Central banks around The world are stockpiling gold. Kiyosaki emphasizes that these institutions know something many individual investors don't. With fears of currency, devaluation, geopolitical tensions, and economic crises looming, central banks are preparing for a global financial shift. This clip reinforces why you need to act now, and for those of you ready to take control of your financial future. Augusta Precious Metals is a trusted company that offers gold, silver, and other precious metals at great prices, ensuring that you can hedge your bets like the central banks do.
You know, the nice thing about it is that no government ever instituted gold from the top down. It didn't come from a board of PhDs. It just arose organically. People recognized the allure of gold. They wanted gold. You had a choice between trading for a cow and trading for gold. How do you divide up the milk cow? You divide up the milk cow, it loses value rapidly. So they've talked about the qualities of gold, divisibility and durability and so on. And it just arose organically in the human experience. It was not an edict. It was not a law passed by some king or sovereign or church or government. It was just the people's nature of, we like this stuff. It's real.
Let me tell you something I heard. I was in Fiji talking to an American guru. He was a Hindu, he was a white guy, and he was an Indian guru. He was in the Apple commercial. I don't know if you guys remember that years ago. There were a bunch of these white guys dressed as Indian gurus, Hindus, and they had holy icons. They had an Apple computer. So I met the guy. He was dripping in gold. So I had to ask him, if he's a spiritual guy, because a lot of Americans, especially Christians, think that money is the root of all evil. Well, this Hindu guy definitely did not believe that one. So he's sitting there, white guy, long white beard, white clothes, gold dripping from him. He goes, I said, hey, Guru Deva was his name. How come you have so much gold on? In a Christian religion, you'd be a heretic. And the guy, he cracks up. He looks at me because I held no boundaries. He says, because gold is the tears of God. I went, what? So I said, so I'm not saying this is true, you guys. But if the guru says that and he's dripping in gold, and he says, besides that, gold is the attractor of wealth.
In this clip, Kiyosaki discusses how gold naturally evolved as a form of money. Unlike fiat currencies that lose value over time, gold retains its intrinsic value and purchasing power. This organic rise makes it more than just an investment. It's a safe haven. As we move into 2024, gold is poised to maintain its strong position in global finance, making it essential for anyone looking to safeguard their wealth from economic volatility. Investing in gold now could be the smartest move you make in the coming year.
And that's, I think, the most important reason, the reason we have this 4-part series. You got to protect yourself from the government. I mean, that's who we're protecting ourselves from. The biggest thieves are running the show. So in closing, say, Dana, how do people get in touch with you?
My company is a national mail order company, American Gold Exchange. Website's www.amergold.com. Our email address, info, I-N-F-O, @amergold.com.
Thank you. Jim and Charles, how to get in touch with you?
So we're Republic Monetary Exchange. Our offices are in Phoenix, Arizona. We're at 4040 East Camelback. Our website is rmegold.com. And our phone number is 602-682-GOLD. And if you go to the website, rmegold.com, and you want to order one of my books, I'll send it out to you as a courtesy to you, Robert. Real Money for Free People. I'll sign it and we'll send it out to you.
Great book.
And yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And Andy, how did they get in touch with you?
MilesFranklin.com is our website, but for specific questions, for a much more competitive price list that we kind of keep close to the vest, and any inquiries whatsoever, info@milesfranklin.com.
Kiyosaki's warning about government. Overreach is something every investor should take seriously. In times of financial crisis, governments have a history of imposing regulations that can severely impact your assets. Gold is one of the few ways to protect your wealth from these risks. As Kiyosaki highlights, holding gold in your portfolio is not just about profit, it's about protection. If you're serious about securing your financial future, Augusta Precious Metals is here to help you invest in physical gold and silver, offering great prices and reliable service. Click the link below to learn more, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on how to protect your assets in 2024.